All the talk about impeachment in Washington has raised a lot of questions about how it actually works. Today, we tagged along with a constitutional expert, David Schultz, as he spoke to U of M law students about the different scenarios that could arise as the House investigates President Trump. As John Croman reports, it's more of a political process than a legal one.
What happens when somebody gets impeached?
At the Walter Mondale School of Law, it was a day for pizza and impeachment talk. Professor David Schultz was invited to speak to the U of M's chapter of the American Constitution Society.
Forget that I just said that, because it's not a criminal process.
One thing that was clear from the lunchtime lecture: impeachment is not a criminal process, but more about politics.
It's always been driven, the impeachment, by the opposition party. And so it has a lot of these elements that look very partisan and very political.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has asked 6 different committees to investigate President Trump's conduct. If just one committee adopts articles of impeachment, it would then take the majority vote in the House to impeach, which is a formal accusation. Then it would be up to the Senate to hold a trial, and it takes a 2/3 majority vote in the Senate to convict.
The Constitution does require that the vote comes after a trial, but we also don't know what that trial has to look like.
Only 2 presidents, Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton, have ever been impeached. In both cases, the Senate voted not to convict. The House was getting ready to impeach Richard Nixon over Watergate when he resigned.
Does it hold a trial and let the president run for office having been impeached but not acquitted?
Schultz says timing could be pivotal, especially if the House were to impeach the president after the primary election season.
So option 1, you're Mitch McConnell and you say, president has been impeached, I'm not going to hold a trial at all.
John Croman, KARE 11 News.